So, welcome back to the channel. This is our trip that I did at the beginning of the year to Cornwall. Also starting from Weston, as usual. Few issues. Advice, when you get to advance tickets, make sure you plan it all very well. It was a very cold morning and there were quite a few delays. So, headed down towards Plymouth to start with. It was very, very cold, but very, very pretty. And the sun was very low along the seawall, which did make it a bit hard to see out the window. But the tide was in, which made up for that. Yeah, the sun was very low. This was a trip we did we went to finish off some branch lines that I haven't done yet in Cornwall. We went to Truro and then about to go to Falmouth. And I ended up going to Penzance back. Which was fun, really. And then we did Loo and Gunnersley at the end, the next day. Got to ride on a HSC, probably for the last time, considering there's only 3 left. They were very dirty as well, because there was no train wash at Plymouth. It was over to the bay platform to get on the train to Falmouth. And I would quite like to mention the fact that all the drivers in Cornwall, I'm not sure if they have something going on, but they all seem to have some sort of competition to see who can stop closest to the buffers, because they're all cutting it really fine when it came to actually stopping, as you can see. Like, very, very close. It's a bit ridiculous, really. We went down to Falmouth Docks. Very nice station. Big roof. Very well looked after. I believe this line is maintained by a community group, partially. So all the stations have got their own character. And there's a very unique crossing set up halfway down where one train goes round the other into the platform, and there's only one long platform. And we did spend a little bit of time in Falmouth, but I forgot to take any pictures or videos of that. So it was a bit cold still. So, same train back, like an hour later. Same seats as well, actually. As we got on immediately, we just had our pick because nobody else had turned up yet. And then this is the next day in Truro. We got on this 2-car 158 coupled to a 2-car 150/2, which I've never seen before, and it was very odd. But got on the 158 and we got on the Sprinter because it had aircon. It was cold. And then this is interesting. This is the branch line down to Falmouth that we passed going back to Penzance, and this was originally intended to be the main line. So the branch line carries on straight, and the main line is the part that curves off to the right. So you'll see in a minute, you'll see the branch line just keeps going as a single track. It was a bit of a loud train as well, a bit squeaky, but it's to be expected. Yeah, the branch line goes straight on there. And we go off around Penzance. Spent no time at all in Penzance, really. Got out, got a bit of fresh air, and then waited for the train to turn around and went back on the same train because we had a timetable to run to. And then travelled all the way up. A bit rough, a bit choppy, a bit cold, a bit wet, all of it really. Seawall. That bit's really, really pretty, actually. Might be better than Gawley. I don't know. And then this is Liskeard. And then there's not anything. But this is the train leaving before we went across to the other platform 3 to get on the train to Loo. Which is an odd platform considering it's at right angles to the rest of the station. And this station was really nice because it had a little museum in it with the history of the line and all of that. This line curves under the viaducts of the main line, down quite steeply down the hill to Queen Junction, where it then has to turn around and then goes down the valley, which is spectacular. And the line has so much character. Like, there's no welded rail, and it's all very old-fashioned with an older train and very scenic. And also, I would recommend if you're going to Liskeard and getting the train in, because it is a lot easier with parking and such. This is the same for quite a lot of the branch lines. You're better off doing some sort of park and ride, because especially down to St Ives, in fact, you can get a rail card which is £6 for the day, which means you can travel up and down whenever you want, and it's a lot easier than trying to find parking there. So I know it gets very busy. And then the trains are hourly, which was perfectly timed to go get a pasty, go to the beach, and then get back to the train station for the next train. Which is slightly funny because they come around the corner at 5 miles an hour all the way down the platform, very, very slowly. It's a very hidden station as well. It's right at the end of Loo, opposite to the beach. And again, very, very close stop to the buffers. And then all the way back up the valley. The line was actually built next to, partially on and next to an old canal, which you can sort of see evidence of in some places, but it's this really, really pretty stream now, and all the woods. And it's not like a big scenery, but it is really, really pretty. So, yeah. And then back to Liskeard to get to Plymouth. This was the Royal Duchy Express, I believe. It's one of the named trains. No, this was the Riviera, and the other train was the Royal Duchy. So Riviera goes south, and the Duchy goes north, I believe. Might be getting that muddled up. Very long train. And you can see the hill on the platform, and when I turn around, you can see the train going down the hill. There's a little platform. Yeah, it's going over the top of the hill and down the other side. And then this is our train. This was one of the other named trains, whichever one it is. Again, very cold at this point. So there's not much in the way of footage. I keep forgetting to take stuff. What was good about this area is they still had semaphore signals in the signal box, which is quite rare these days. It's very good to see. So these are the tickets. These are Cornwall Rangers, and day Rangers, and £16 full price, and then it's cheaper if you've got a rail card. And I'd really recommend it if you're going to Cornwall for a day. And this was Goodness Lake. I completely forgot to take a picture of the train at Plymouth, apparently. Crossing Devon back into Cornwall. It's still on the rail card though. And this is Calstock Viaduct, and it's really tall, and it's got a really quirky thing at this end. There's some chimney pots sticking up, you can see just up here. And there's actually a house that's built on the viaduct, so it's built into the viaduct. then back the other way. All the way down the hill again. And then I think it's a bit out of order, but there is a picture of the train. Here it is at Gunner's Lake. It was sleeting by this point, and it was not very nice, but gotta get those train shots. HST going back off down to Penzance from Plymouth. We're waiting at Plymouth a while. Quite a few, but they'll be in their train compilation. Possibly a separate one for Cornwall, but I'll have to watch that to see all the other trains. As you can see, very, very dirty. Doesn't help with how tired it looks. Nice trains. Nonetheless. And then this is Taunton. Didn't get any footage because it was that time of day where it was really dark now and I couldn't get anything out of the train window. This was the Pride liveried Voyager, which I thought I had to include here because just only one of the trains I saw, but pretty special. I haven't seen it too many times. What was funny is I saw it the day after going past, but just randomly. So yeah, I believe every single operator has at least one train in some sort of Pride livery. I haven't seen all of them, but I've seen a few. And then this is one of the trains going the wrong way, because I realised I've put the wrong train in. There were about 3 trains went through before we got on ours to go back. So it's the right platform, wrong train. That one's going back down to Viaducts. And then some big surprise going back up, there was snow somehow. The area of the country that basically never gets snow. And there was snow on the platform somehow, which was a really nice end to the trip. To be honest, it was really good. Despite the slippery and the cold, and it was sort of raining by that point again, which was nice. But it was a very good trip, very good, nice end to the trip. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and all that, I guess, and see you next time.